He intentado acabar mucho, pero la mazmorra del árbol de la vida no está comprada. Así que lo que voy a hacer es acabar Wisteria, que sí que la tengo comprada al máximo. Son 3 partes de 1000, tampoco es mucho. Entonces así, cuando tenga ya comprada esa parte de Mushu, pues juntaré las 2 partes de la grabación. Así que, vamos allá.
Hello there. You must be our visiting wizard. Welcome to Pigswick Academy. I'll need to see your Ravenwood ring. Just a formality, of course.
You show Mrs. Dowager the ring Mr. Lincoln gave you. She inspects it and hands it back.
Excellent. Be sure to put that somewhere safe. You're here, of course, to build a sense of community between the different magic schools and to try to win the Spiral Cup. Go to the tournament hall to take a look at it. Then speak to Benedict Glen. You will probably need to demonstrate your skills in a qualifying match. So when you've passed the qualifying round, return to me and we'll get you sorted out. How exciting!
Tío. Sigamos.
You inspect the Spiral Cup, the greatest prize in all the Spiral. It looks like it's been here a while.
Hola con Rick Musketeer.
Greetings, visitor. I am Benedict Glendemming,
Sí.
Master of Arms of Pigswick Academy. For years I have taught magic and dueling. With my training, Pigswick students have won the Spiral Cup again and again. I am also the judge of this fine competition. My
Muy
decisions are as fair as they are final. You come from Wizard City, no? You have my sympathy.
Hermano de Diego.
Let us see if that charlatan Diego has taught you. To qualify for the tournament, you must step into the chamber of the basilisk, if you will. There is no shame in defeat, so do not feel too badly if you do not succeed. Perhaps next year, no?
La cámara del basilisco.
Well, well, well. A wizard of Ravenwood, huh? I'll go easy on you.
Vamos allá. Es que tienen vida apenas. Diría que esta zona va a ser muy fácil. Encima. El siguiente se muere. Morido.
Wow! Go and tell Master Glendemming that you won the duel. I wasn't expecting much. You certainly showed me a thing or two.
Coronas me quedan.
So Diego has stepped up his game, no? Very well then. You will not be going home just yet. The tournament consists of 4 rounds of duels, each round against a rival school. You must win. See Mrs. Dowager outside. She will see to your accommodations within the student dormitory.
Gochi. Sí, un poco de dinero, ¿no?
Good for you. It's been so long since a Ravenwood student competed. I was worried they'd given up teaching magic there. Now that we've determined you'll be staying to compete in the tournament, it's time to get you. You should report to the student dormitory. There you can meet the students you will be matched against and introduce yourself. You'll be sharing quarters with Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Doomstrider, and Randolph Spellshine. You should also take the opportunity to put your Ravenwood class ring away. There's a small dresser. It should be safe there.
Vaya. Errante. Beatriz Ramos.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Beatrice Wildwind from Weirwood. I look forward to crossing spells with you. Good luck.
Greetings, my fellow wizard. Please allow me to present myself. Kizai Shugenja, representing Mushu. I have longed to pit my magical skills against one of the Ravenwood School wizards, so this is fortuitous indeed.
It's a pleasure to meet you, student of Ravenwood. I am called Nalia Doomstrider, and I am unsurprised you have never heard of my world. It is a subtle place, an oasis in a desert of mystery. Perhaps we will speak more before the tournament.
You're the Wizard City representative? The tournament has really lowered its standards this time around, I suppose. You don't think you have a chance of winning, do you? The Spiral Cup isn't going anywhere, and I'll be the one to win it. You place the Ravenwood class ring in the dresser. It should be safe here. You should report back to Mrs. Dowager.
Podría haber ido al centro, me parezco al lado de la profeta.
I trust you had no trouble settling in. It's time you met the headmistress of Pigswick Academy, Belladonna Crisp. She makes a point of meeting all students. Please go to the headmistress's office and introduce yourself. Please don't be late. She's a strong believer in discipline.
Aquí los diálogos no van en inglés.
I've been waiting. What kept you? I suppose you've been welcomed by Mrs. Dowager and passed Benedict's test, so let's dispense with the formalities. I'm not sure what claptrap and nonsense they fill your head with at Ravenwood, but at Pigswick Academy, the first order of business will be for you to go and meet the professors here. They're a top-notch group, without exception. I hope they can straighten out some... The classrooms are located throughout the city. You should speak to everyone in whatever order you... They are as follows. Professor Thaddeus Price, who teaches Tempest Magic. The Earth Professor is our very own Chester Drawls. Ember Magic is taught by Professor Anku. Edna Fuligan teaches Spirit, and Chaos is Hieronymus Bonch. Rounding out our faculty are Quentin Burble teaching frost magic and Velma Pepper in the equilibrium classroom.
Maestra de la magia del equilibrio.
You look confused. You don't know those schools of magic. Speak to our faculty. Perhaps they can help.
Welcome to the School of Earth Magic, young wizard. From the look of the soil on your boots, you're from Wizard City. I am Professor Drawers. Chester Drawers. At any rate, I teach Earth Magic here at Pigswick Academy. Magic of ground, growth, and the because my school is that of the Earth, I find it stifling to teach inside. So I lecture outside whenever possible. Other schools teach flights of fancy and arcane manipulation of ethereal flummery, but Earth Magic is the magic of the real. From Earth came all things, and eventually, unless you have further questions, I really must return to my duties. So many papers to grade.
Tiene que corregir
Hello there! Did I surprise you? I'll wager you're thinking, oh, is that a Yeti? Teaching? I'd never Chaos! That's the sort of thing I teach here. I am Prophet. Chaos is the magic of the unexpected, the unusual, the unpredictable. Anything and everything you can imagine can be found in chaos, except we'll talk more later, I'm sure. Or am I?
la magia del caos. Siguiente. Escarcha.
Well, hello there, my little friend. What brings you here? You want to learn about... You should talk to someone who knows then. Oh, that would be me. Caught me off guard, you did. I am Professor Quentin Burble at your service. You may have surmised I teach Pigswick Academy students about the nature of frost. Frost is fleeting. It appears rarely, but when it does, it forms... Do you understand frost magic now? Because I'm afraid I don't know more than that. I'm behind in my lesson preparation.
El equilibrio.
I am Professor Velma Pepper, and I teach the magic of the natural world is full of confusion, and we must use whatever tools we have in this important duty. Oh, I trust that what I've taught you instills a semblance of order to your own worldview. Now, though, I must return to work.
¿Qué pasa? El espíritu. Estás de grislo.
Who dares disturb me? You must be here. Let me introduce myself then. Spirit magic concerns the ghostly state that exists after life. I've heard of problems with Professor Malastair back at Ravenwood. Maybe his assistant Dworgen will be better.
Malister. No voy a cogerlo. ¿Cuál falta? Esta es la de la...
Greetings, O honored guest from Wizard City. I am... Ember magic is about warmth and security in the cold dark of the spiral. Ember is like a warm rock to stretch out on. Wizards who study ember magic are not ember wizards are. So from the ember we can learn much. better to be safe and patient than to leap into action. I hope that explains things.
Tampoco es nada del otro mundo. Te voy a decir.
Greetings, young wizard. I am Professor Thaddeus. I suppose
Sí. Caballo.
Did the tour of our faculty help repair the inadequacies of your... Perhaps when the tournament is over, you can transfer from Ravenwood to Pigswick and really learn something. I've heard that at Ravenwood, they teach you that the source of all magic is a tree. And it's in this... How awfully convenient that must be. Do they really expect... At Pigswick Academy, we recognize that the source of all magic is a fountain, not a tree. And it's right here on campus. If you take a look at the fount of magic, you'll see the error of your ways. It's in the center of campus, not far from here. When you're finished, return here and let me know what you've observed. You're a student, so go on, learn something.
¿Cómo se nota la lentitud sin la montura?
You examine the fount of magic. Looks like any other fountain. Something doesn't add up about this place.
Did you notice anything magical about the fount? I mean, surely you saw how it must be the one true source of magic. You know, we heard from Headmaster Ambrose that you were good at solving problems. I've a mind to put that to use. Go and speak with Captain O'Hare outside the gate to Pegasus Place. Tell him I sent you and that you're there to help.
Sorry, no admittance. Pegasus Place is off limits to students and faculty until further notice. Headmistress Crisp sent you. I'm not sure. If you're anything like the students here, I can't. Still, if she vouches for you, then who am I to argue? Let me explain the problem and you see what... Pegasus Place has been taken over by a fierce band of goblins. We don't know where they came from. You'd be doing us a favor if you could jump in and thin the wood gob. Can you go into Pegasus Place and defeat 6 wood goblins? And return to me when you're done? Be careful in there.
Ahí es donde fuego, tío.
You certainly sent some of them packing. Things might be a little safer now that they know not to mess with you. Our head gardener, groundskeeper Vern, is missing. Can you go back into Pegasus' place again and see if he's all right?
Why, hello. Wisteria was once wild and overgrown with vines, but we cut them back and made this place I am groundskeeper Vern, head gardener around here. It is my job to know every inch of these goblins, and their hobgoblin overseers they're not native to this. Since they arrived, some strange new plants have Can you go and collect 3 samples of these strange plants so I can do some research into their world of origin?
Wonderful. I'll compare these with the guards afraid to enter Pegasus' place. The area's undefended. What's the area? Well, it's the stables where we raise Pegasi to be tried. If you're up to it, could you check on Lap and Wingtail, the stable master of the area? The area's just down the street. Whoa! I dared not hope anyone would come to find me with the goblin horde all around. I don't know who was crazy enough to send a kid into this place, but as far as I'm concerned, any help is welcome. My first concern is for the well-being of the... Unfortunately, tell you what, if you want to help, you'll get back 5 bags of Pegasus feed. You'd be a lifesaver. Well, good work. That reminds me of an old joke. What do Pegasi like to eat? Flapjacks! Well, thanks for your help. I'd feel much better, though, if I were able to lock the Ares doors against the goblin horde. I left my keys inside, but they were stolen by the hobgoblin. Could you recover the stable keys from the hobgoblin who took them? When you get them, bring them back to me.
You've done it. Thanks to you, the area will be secure. When the goblin horde first arrived, I did some scouting to see what was going on. The goblins sprung from a magical portal down the street. You should take a look at it and tell groundskeeper Vern.
Ahí. Ahora. Se mola mucho. Lo voy dejando por aquí ya. Y así vamos al siguiente.
You examine the magic portal. It would be risky to interfere with it without understanding. You should describe it to groundskeeper Vern. Maybe he's figured out where those plants came from by now.
Ya pueden haber portales aquí, ¿no? No, ¿verdad? Demasiado clavo. No ha pasado nada. No ha pasado nada. Por aquí. Ya está.
Those plants you collected from me earlier were listed as named. If the goblins are coming through a magic portal, then it stands a student from Weirwood came to the tournament. Beatrice Wildwin, I think her name was. Maybe you can ask her if she knows anything about this magic portal. I'd hate to think she was responsible, but best to check. Can you help me? I'd take it as a personal favor if you could get those shears back from the wood goblins.
Si no de fuego directamente te digo que no. Debo hablar con mi compañera.
What's that? A magic portal? From my world? From what you described, the plant is wild viridian. It grows native to Weirwood, where I come from. The goblins like to use it as a seasoning, so they plant it wherever they go. If it's here on Wisteria, it's their doing. A goblin portal is dangerous to meddle with, but I know of an incantation that can close it, never to return. We'll need some ingredients for the incantation, and those can be found in the Merchant Street. Here's a list of ingredients. Visit the merchant.
Beatrice copies a list of ingredients from her spell book and gives it to you. Some of these items seem a little strange.
A spindle of enchanted thread, spun from fog and spiderweb? I have that right here. A crystal? Made of the dried tears of a cyclops? That's what's special this week. Rainbow ink from a sky squid. You're in luck. The shipment from Imperium just came in.
Some adamant metal filings? Sure, I have that laying around. I usually throw it back in a kiln to melt again. A blast of breath caught from a night gaunt. I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. You're welcome to it.
That should do it. Bad news. I looked at my spell book and I realized I have the ingredients for the ritual, but I don't. They should have a copy of it at the library here in Pigswick Academy. I think the librarian is named Hugo Chatterley. Tell him it's of utmost importance.
Aparte que me está dando sueño, llevo ya bastante grabado. Solo queda editarlo y publicar. Ya está, espero que os haya gustado. En cuanto tenga la zona esa que me falta de mucho, seguiré con las grabaciones. Pero de momento lo dejaré ahí y luego voy a editarlo y ya los pondré los dos juntos. Así que nos vemos, muchas gracias. Hasta otra.